It's Sunday. It's 8 o'clock. It's stream time. Hi, folks, and welcome to Conan Exiles. How is everyone this lovely Sunday evening? Almost the end of the weekend. A little bit longer for the folk slightly more to the west, but hey ho. Right, let me see. And omg.hopesgnu was first in the chat. It says 3 a.m. catch you later. So where about in the world are you that it was 3 a.m.? Let me think. That must be, is that like somewhere over other side of the world? Definitely the other side of the world. Robert Mannix was second. Good evening. How are you? Ian Ogg was third. There's a total of 3 Exiles waiting, but like I seem to have been activated 4 times. Let's see, Beck the Tinkerbot, hello, good to see you. Suburban Dad Gaming, hello, good to see you. While we're waiting for the stream to start, which do you like best in Conan Exiles? The dungeons, the crafting, or the building? It's building for me. I would say it's building for me too. I think the Conan Exiles building system is actually pretty damn good. Ian also says it's building. Good, good. Randy B, good to see you. John Lehman, good to see you. Trip FDW, good to see you. Beck the Tinkerbot, how are you? Good to see you all today. It is indeed good to see you too. Kathy Ann, good to see you. How are you, Kathy Ann? Yak Robbed One, good to see you. Hello, everyone. Ian Ogg is saying, I'm surprisingly good mood, which is a result in some silly jokes and puns, etc. Yakarob likes decorating the base and making outfits for my thralls. So that's obviously a very new feature, making outfits. Oh no, obviously you could make outfits for your fighter thralls, but now you've got crafter thralls to have outfits for as well. Bulwark, good to see you, Bulwark. How are you? Robert Mannix, how are you? Good to see you, Robert. How are things going with your knees and your recovery, says Suburban Dad. Hobo Gamer, good to see you, Hobo. Shade, good to see you. How are you? My knee is almost back to how it was before the fall. That's good to hear. I've been doing some driving as well. So you're mobile again. Excellent. Ian says he knows a drummer who had 2 daughters. He named them Anna 1, Anna 2. Oh dear. Hobo's saying, good day, Anger. So we took on the grey ones last night and your guide was invaluable, but despite warning John of their power, he took a grey one's warhammer to the face and died instantly. Wow. Died instantly, even with his heavy armour. Oofed. Oh well, we'll look forward to seeing that episode, Hobo. Is that coming out this week at all? Let me see. Grishnak, good evening. Games like to test me. Built a base in the Maelstrom zone. Only thing really dangerous is one jungle claw which needs to get past 2 to 4 guards. While offline I lost all my crafters. Oh no. Is that on an online server? Grishnak. William Maxwell, good to see you, William. How are you? We keep having crafters dying and having no idea why. Our base is walled off from any threats, says Yakarob1. Interesting. Howdo me duck, how are you? John Bett, good evening to you. Bulwark saying, please like the stream floats. Let's show Anger how much we appreciate him. Thanks, Bulwark. As we say here, smash the like button, but gently. We don't want any broken screens. Game Labs, good evening, Game Labs. Sorry I missed your stream on Friday. I believe it's okay to tell everybody, but I got access to a special preview. It is a beta, still a beta release, but I got access to a preview version of Dune Awakening on Friday. So I'm allowed to make videos on it. I'm just under an embargo. I'm not allowed to put any of them out until the 25th of April. So I was getting my start in Arrakis on Friday night. So unfortunately, I had to miss your stream, but I've almost watched it. I think I've got maybe 10 or 15 minutes left to go of the crazy crew starting off from scratch on Sipta in a very familiar location, I have to say. But yeah, it's been good fun. I was just watching the part where you'd got a hold of or somebody in the crew got a hold of a bunch of light paddings and made you a set of light armor, and you totally forgot about it and headed it off into Riverwatch Keep with your cloth armor instead of your armor that was made for you. But yeah, very enjoyable as always. Looking forward to more of that. Joe Kim, good to see you. Let's see. Back to think about Zeros, good evening. Krishna says, I don't mind losing the most of the thralls, they can be replaced. It's the named armourer that annoy me. They're a pain to find on Sipt at 100%, yes. Selena, thank you for the sub. Trip FTW, $50 donation. Thank you so much, Trip. That is really not required. Really is not required. But thank you so much anyway. Very much appreciated. Gromdal, Granite Hand, good to see ya. Randy B saying Game Labs had a good stream the other day. Indeed. Indeed. Six Badges is here. Bonsoir, my friend. Good to see ya. Bobo is saying, why'd you build in the Maelstrom, Grish? Just for the challenge? Welcome to all and enjoy. Thank you, Bulwark. ODS/D Shadow Dragon. Anyone play on Xbox S server 2577? The only person I'm aware of who plays on Xbox is Angelo, who isn't here yet. But not sure. Robert Mannix builds in the Maelstrom all the time, but then he loves playing in the Maelstrom. Robert Mannix is the Maelstrom guy. Campfire Clowns, hello Max, how are you? Good evening, good to see you. Campfire Max on later on Friday night did his speedrun challenge using a group of level 60 characters doing a speedrun, which was quite entertaining. Let me see. J.O. Kim saying, I was afraid he wasn't going to make it to the stream today. My computer died last week and just fixed it yesterday. Oh, wow. Glad it's back up and running again, Joe. Kathy Ann is tired but good. Excellent. Suburban Dad Gaming plays on Xbox and PC, but not on that server. Okay, cool. Zereth, good to see you. The video on the Midnight Grove saved me from running in endless circles. Ah, nice one. Happy to help. Kenneth Brenner, good to see you. How are you? Thralls look and move pretty realistic unless bugs. Beck, I tried to do the Freya side quest for the past 3 days and I think I'm on the final part, but still got to wait a few hours. Nice one, Beck. Yeah, of course there is the 8 hours between each, 8 hours of real life in between each one. Unless I think you can cheese it by moving your clock forward, but you have to take your computer offline and all sorts of shenanigans. Horses would need some work a bit for movement and looks. Am I missing something here? Are we discussing something that I'm missing here? Arrow Greg dropped in to like and say, brother and sister's got stuff to do. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Thanks for popping by. You can watch the Fatal Grey Ones Blow this Wednesday on Hobo Gamer's channel. I suggest everybody who hasn't already pop over to Hobo Gamer's channel and watch his playthrough. Really good, entertaining stuff. Let me see. Monkey Balls, good to see you. How are you, Monkey Balls? Oh my god, you lucky duck. Yes, I very much am a lucky duck, getting early access into Dune Awakening. But unfortunately it's under an embargo, so we can't release anything until the 25th of April. All the build up to the release of the actual game, they'll be getting their hype train ready. Are you allowed to do a live stream of June after that day? I'm not really sure. There's certain rules. The one I'm in is the long form video one. So I have access and could do long form video. There is another one for the streamer community, the proper streamer community, because obviously they can't do anything until then. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work. I have a feeling that my access will finish on that day, and then we can start putting the videos out. But we'll definitely be doing some June streaming upon release anyway. Thoughts so far in June? I really like it. It's a lot more brutal in the early game because obviously you've got your thirst. You're on a desert planet, so your survival part of the game is a lot more brutal in the early game than it is in the likes of Conan. But yeah, so far so good. Can you say from 1 to 10 how you feel about the overall state of the game? I don't think I can, Bulwark. I don't think I can. I'm really not sure how much I can talk about it at all, so I'm just not going to talk about it and make it the easy way. Other than the fact I know I'm allowed to tell you that I'm in the beta. I'm in the beta, and I've got this preview access to the game. Naughty, good to see you. Sheriff, good to see you. How are you? William Maxwell, good to see you. How are you? Eldani92, hello. What's going on today? We're going to do some more leveling of pets today. Elite Farmer, have you ever been to Storybook Glen in Aberdeen? It is Elite Farmer. I have a long time ago. Not been there for a long time. Who was saying it's been a few months, but when I last did Freya Quest, all you had to do to skip the time gates was move the date forward in Windows one day. Didn't have to go offline or anything. Just restarted the game. Ah, cool. I thought your computer would automatically sync you back again. The combat in June looks quite similar to Mass Effect, is it? I haven't played Mass Effect, so I'm afraid I can't comment on that at all, even if I wanted to. Bobo Gamers just bought June pre-purchase last night. I saw your post on that, yes. That Freya comment was for a single player. Yes, of course. Game Labs just got a capture card this weekend. Laptop needs an update, then hopefully start doing OBS streams soon. Oh, exciting times. Game Labs doing streams, PlayStation streams, but from PC. Excellent. You can turn sync off. Of course you can. Yeah. Right. Let's get up. Let's get my UI back on. Up you get. Right. If I remember rightly, last week we did some testing with the Greater Rocknose and found out its damage really sucked. You can see it's got decent HP, even at level 7 without the buff. It's got decent HP. Brownie is just awesome in all ways. And we got the Frost Giant. We got the horn and we placed the Frost Giant down. Didn't do an awful lot with it. Since then, I've done a little bit of leveling, and it actually seems to be not bad. It actually seems not bad. Beck the Tinkerbot says, I've completed all the dungeon and built your old base from your 23-24 guide. 23-24 guide base. What base would that be? Oh, good. Was that the 3 towers that were over here? Sort of the storm glass, the sort of triple tower. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh, got attacked by scorpions. Right, everybody back in place? Oh yeah, not too bad. Right, but before we get you doing some leveling, let's go to do a bit more play about with this guy. We're going to need food, and unfortunately the food isn't the best. It's a bit expensive. So vitality food is spice soup, and the bonus food is spiced haunch. So I guess we're going to need a bunch of spice to do. I've never made soup before. Get that shield transmogged. Nah, I can't. I don't have a. Oh look, it's floating. I don't know what I'm going to transmog it with yet. Do I have spice? I've got a little bit of spice. Do I have exotic? Oh, I do. Okay, let's just take 5 of that. Stick it in there and then find spiced haunch, craft that, cook. Right. Soup. So spice soup needs soup and spice, okay? Soup needs purified water, feral flesh and salt. Well, as it happens, a whole bunch of feral flesh just got delivered out to my door as we speak. Hobo saying, I love that Zombear's second best healing is simple pork rinds. Oh, really? So, for those who haven't watched it yet, Hobo is also running with a bear, but he's using the... what's it called? The zombified bear. This one. No, that one. The deformed bear alpha. He's using that so because it uses meat instead of fish. So the second best healing food is simple pork rinds. Well, that's easy to farm. Right, let me get some feral flesh. That's actually just brought up a point. What is it called? Purified water. You used to get purified water dropping off of mods. I used to always be running with one water skin and a stack of purified water all the time. Because they used to drop off of mobs a lot. But that's something I haven't seen drop off of mobs for I don't know how long. So we don't have such a thing as purified water. Do you craft that? There it is. Purified water needs water-filled glass flasks. Zarmal, good to see you. How do you saying? Did you order that scorpion on Deliveroo? No, it was Uber Eats. It was Uber Eats. No, it was a stone brick one close to Kalil Stronghold and Sepamaru. Who's not rather likes the look of the hardened steel shield, but Beck, what I've completed all the dungeons and put you. The stone brick one, Nick. Ah, yes. With the central location and 2 circular bits either side. I remember that one now. Over at my favourite building place, which is... where is it? Must be about here. Maybe not. Over here. Somewhere over there. Next to Sepamaru, anyway. I get you now. Grisnak bought the polar bear skin since it was available last week. Oh, was it? There's been a few people has asked me about that, and I've been telling them just to keep an eye out on the bazaar and see what is actually in the bazaar at the moment. A Pictish furniture set. Oh, I like the chairs. I'm not too keen on... I guess that's a statue. Oh, that's a shelf. That's quite cool. I like the chairs though. War-torn Nemedian ruins. That's very much of an RP thing. I really don't see much use for that. The Nemedian archer set and the watchtower stuff. Oh, there's some more. There's some more Age of Sorcery stuff come through, as is that, I think. Disciples of Zar. What do you get in that? You get the outfits, the daggers, the horse saddles, tiger stuff, and flame emote, and the chill emote. Okay. There we go. That's what's going on today. Right. Right. I need to make purified water, which was water-filled flasks. I should have a bunch of them. I don't have a bunch of them, but I've got a bunch of glass flasks, so we can use our alchemy skills to craft 10, 20, 30, 40 of them. That's 20. Oh, I didn't click enough. Give me another 10. I want 50 altogether. Why is it not crafted? Oh, it did. It was 20 there. Right, give me another 10. Let me see. Where are we? David William George Newell, good evening to you. Angelo Bambo, good evening, sir. How are you? Actually made it this week. Welcome along. Hobo Gamer says, Defari used to drop it all the time. Yeah, I definitely remember getting purified water all the time. I very rarely used my water skin because I used to use the purified water all the time, but obviously thinking about it, it's been a while since we got that. Right, let's take 10 of them. Bike, good to see you. How are you? Geez, that soup is like 10-step process. Well, I guess it's a fair few step processes. Right. So I need to make that. I guess that's one of the reasons why this isn't going to be one of the best companions, because it's going to be such a pain to feed them. Right, so let's craft. Hope it is 1-to-1. 16, 15. Yes, it is. Right, we're going to need 50 purified water. And then normal soup is purified water and that. And then spice soup is soup. So I'm going to need 100 spice. So I'm going to need more spice. Do I have stone in here? Not an awful lot. Right, let's go and get some stone because we need to make some spice. The stream is now 50% more chaos. There's a bunch of stone just over there. Becca's watching the stream with his girlfriend. Excellent. Hello, Beck's girlfriend, and hope you're enjoying the stream. Yagarob, I carry purified water instead of a water skin. It weighs less. Oh, really? Where'd it go? There it is. Get out of it. Right, let's grab some stone. Grishnak always carries a stack of Sumerian Feast. It does hunger and thirst. David William George Newell says G4 or I5 is usually his favourite spot to build. Cool. How says Pictish always confuses me. Yeah, it's maybe slightly different from the Pictish that we would consider in our world. Echo Rob says, my husband, a friend, and I did the Warmaker Sanctuary today. I was the only one to survive the arena champion. Great skills, well done. Oh, I haven't done the arena champion since the stamina rebuild. You're over encumbered. Right. Robert, come over here. Dunk. Chuck that away, chuck that away, chuck that away. Okay, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Goodness, it's very easy to replenish if near a Sumerian camp. Yeah, there's loads. You get loads off the Sumerians. He's just been putting some finishing touches to his new base. Excellent. Angela, okay, I'm confused. What are we doing, boss man? What animal we feed it? We're going to do a little bit of work on the ice giant, the frost giant. But he needs spiced soup for his buffs. So we're making soup. It's an action-packed soup-making episode here on the Anger Gaming channel. Are we retiring Brownie, or did Anger finally get him killed? Nope, nope. Brownie is still there. I think actually level 18. Level 19. So Brownie is not that far. Can I have a look at your... Oh, you've got stuff in you. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that. Stop it going bad. Yeah. Wow. I've still got 700,000 XP to get to level 20. We need to do that as well. We need to get to level 20 so we can use the elixirs. Let me chuck the dragon bone in here. And the perfected padding. Not the fish though. Give me the fish back. Put the fish in the fridge. Grinder. You do have a grinder. Ah. Horse has got the stone in it. Robert. Follow me. My throat is dry. If only I had some purified water. Drink. Right, come on, downstairs. Let me see. Come on, come on. Yep, I knocked her attitude down a few times. That was the way to do it, just use that final... Oh, I've got... Ah. If only I looked in here beforehand. And I'd done the wrong thing. I've got stone, which is for salt, not for spice. I need fibre for spice. What an idiot. Don't watch any of my guide videos. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Right, spice haunch. Right, is the soup... Are we ready to make soup now? We are. So 50 soup, craft, go. And then I can catch up with chat. As soon as I look at chat, Zereth says, if you need spice, it's plant fibre. Thank you, Zereth. Yes, I was being an idiot. Nerdburn, good to see you. Long time no see. PG Bean, good to see you too. Hello. You need spice, it's plant fibre. Yes, thank you. Peta watching Anger like a hawk. Okay, Angelo, I'm going to try my best not to abuse any of the animals. Frankie Foster, when did stone... when did change stone for spice? I'm afraid it didn't, Frankie. You're 100% right. What? Did I not... Why does it not let me craft it? What's going on? Let me try that again. Soup. Normal soup. Craft 50. There we go. It's crafting now. A little bit buggy there. Pictic armor should be cover yourself on woad, spike your hair, and change and charge Stark Bollock naked at the enemy. Yes, indeed. Mastiff Sagai, good to see you. How are you? Do you take away orders through Just Eat? Yes. Action-packed soup making episode. It is the Anger cooking channel, indeed. Bit of feral flesh from a scorpion, bit of some water, and a little bit of salt, and that's going to make you apparently soup. Angelo likes soup. I like soup too. Can I whip up a beef Wellington? I doubt it. I doubt it. Right, now we can turn that into spice soup. Go. There we go. No soup. Look in the stove. Any new base building updates? No. I have an idea for my next base building tutorial video thing, but as I was saying earlier, I've been grabbed by Dune Awakening for the moment. So at the moment, I don't have time to make that video. It's got to take a bit more working out. It's a base I've never built before. It's going to take a little bit more working out how it's going to work, and I'll need to spend some time on that bit. Hopefully relatively soon. You're just burning fuel. That's okay. I've got loads of it. There we go. Right, spice soup, spiced haunch. Let me chuck the other 4 spiced haunch in here. And grab a Grey Lotus potion. Put the ichor in there. Right, let's go. Get the Frost Giant sorted out. Sunday night cooking with anger, indeed. For an anger cooking stream, you expect haggis. Elru1, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Right, let's give him spiced haunch and Grey Lotus potion. Has he already eaten that? He has. And then give him spice soup. And then get him to follow. And his HP has already went up to 7,940. What's his armor like? 806. So that's went up quite considerably since level 1 as well. To be honest, we're probably not that far away from swapping him from HP food to strength food. Right, anyway, let's not make more bone broth. We'll worry about that later on. Let's get him to go and hit that. Andrew says, just finished prepping stiffed shells for the wife. All she has to do is put them in the oven for... Oh, I missed the damage number. Never mind. Okay. Let's go into the unnamed city and do some fighting in there. See what that is like. Is that stuffed shells? Angelo. Haggis with tatties and neeps, says Enog. Yep. Haggis, neeps and tatties. Stuffed. Yes, it is stuffed. Sounds wonderful, Angelo. Can't wait for Dune Awakening. Well, not long to wait now. It's her favourite yak. Want to do something nice for her. Ah, nice. Jason Dawson said, did you get early access to Dune Awakening? Yes. So, last Friday I got access to a special press and content creator preview server. It's still very much a beta version. But, oh, what damage is he doing? 231. Okay, so it's definitely doing better. Don't want any of that. Yeah, so we got access to that server. We can't really talk anything about it, but we can start making videos on it. But we're under an embargo until the 25th of April. So, as of the 25th of April, I think I've made 3 videos so far, so we'll start getting the videos of a preview version. They'll come out on the 25th of April. Not long now to wait, he says, unless you're on console. That is true. But of course, you're buying a PC, Angelo, so it'll be all fine. Lord says, not bad, not bad. Only his attack patterns were a bit better. Yeah, that's true. It's definitely not as fast. Black Lotus, Gold Dust. It's not as fast attacking as Brownie. But at least he's starting to do decent damage now. What level? What level are you? 7. Oh, his HP's almost 8,000 now. Carry on. Rob cooked me a lovely jacket potato with cheese. Lovely. No beans. Heresy says I do. I do. Depends on my taste buds, but today I didn't want beans. Everyone else did. There you go. Fair enough. Right, let's take on my favourite boss. Stomp. 163 damage. So he's got more armour because he's a skeleton. Ooh, that's nice. Right, let me get some sunder on it. Now it's up to 200 damage. Here we go. That's 5 stacks of sunder for you. 233 damage. See, that's teamwork. I'll stack the sunder. You smash its head in. The vitality bonus is already 75%, plus without food I just go with the strength or agility food. What was your bonus? Stats. 52% on vitality, so I've added 14 onto it, so it's 66%. Oh, I'll let the sunders fall off. Chili con carne is a go-to in a jacket spot. Oh, I do like that as well. As long as it's proper chili con carne with a bit of spice to it. A lot of the, if you're going to like somewhere to get a jacket potato, the chili they usually give you is so mild. It's just minced meat in tomato sauce. And he's down. Oh, we got the shank. Fragment of power, some perfected paddings. What have we got in the way? We're working perfected hardened steel daggers at the moment, so they are 45 and they are 32. Okay, we need to go and get that modded up. Where's Robert gone? Here he is. Let me go and get my daggers modded up, and then we'll do a bit more. See if we can get them up to level 10. Sheriff is playing on Sipta now with a Locust Queen only. It's amazing. You should try that next. Ah, that's a good shout. It works. I mean, the frost buff, the frostbite debuff is there. Oh, is it? I never noticed that. Ouch. Yeah, 52 is rather low. Strength is very good though. Yes, indeed. So now that he's almost at 8,000, so I really would normally go, right, that's good enough. 8,000 HP, plus he'll still get the odd random vitality bonus, so I would go and swap him to strength, but I don't want to go and sit and... Let me just check what bone broth is. Do I even have the recipe for that? I do. It is soup. I've wasted all that soup on the spice soup now. It's soup with bones, funnily enough. Okay, let's just get some of that going. I'm going to have to make... No, I'm not. I'm not going to make another 50 soup at the moment. We'll go with vitality, we'll just deal with it. Right, I want... What do I want? Daggers is 15 to 32, that's 45. Let's just go for an advanced damage kit, which needs some hardened steel. Let's chuck that in there while we're here. Chuck that in there while we're here. I've got one crafted already. Right, that put it up to 51. Okay, that's going to be my daggers for the moment. I'm not going to chuck these away, I'm going to leave them in here. And I had some padding to get rid of as well. Let me chuck the padding in there. David said, I make my own chili con carne, put it this way, plenty of chili powder or flakes go in it. Excellent. That's the way it should be. I do like a hot and spicy chili. Epsilon Sparda, hello there. Can I have 2 saves on Conan, 1 Sipta and 1 on Exiles? You certainly can. It does that by default. You get 1 save for every map you play on, automatically. And when you try to load back into the game, if you've got more than 1 save, what it'll do is it'll give you a drop down of which one you want to go back into. So and you also get a save for every server that you play on as well. Slay the dragon, claim its flame, rule with a cool frozen grip. Indeed, yes. And you can do that on PC and on console. So on PC you have the advantage of you can go into the file save folder and you can make as many saves of any map as you like, which is what I do. After every recording I make a save of my save folder and save it to another drive, just in case I get a corrupted file and I can then roll back to something, which obviously you can't do that on. You can't do that on console, but you can always have 1 save for every map. Again, on console, you're only going to have 2 maps. Oh. We obviously got far enough away, the brute respawned. Nice to know, thank you. You're welcome. I mean, 88 is high enough without the food buff. 88%. Oh, strength is 88%. Yeah, so that's kind of getting the best of both worlds. Then he's got a really high strength attribute. Right, go on. Use your taunt ability. Come on. Oh, it's going after the horse. Epsilon, yes, I had a corrupted file, which is a shame. I crafted a big empire before, but that's okay now. Cool. David's saying, I've also just gone back to Sipta Isle and now looking for a good spot to build. Down you go. Such a good place to level up in the unnamed city. Beck is saying, I'm not going to create the keystone this time. I'm going to keep my save till I completed everything and collected all the heroic treasures. Until I did my first beginner's guide series, in all the years I'd played Conan, I'd never made the keystone. Or maybe I made the keystone, but I never used the keystone. I never left the Exiled lands. So I did it for the very first time on camera on that very first beginner's guide series. Just for you guys. Is June going to be multiplayer only, or will it have single player like Conan? It is a... So it is multiplayer. So the servers you're on, I think they've said the servers they're on are 40 person The Haga Basin, the sort of beginner area, is 40-person servers. There's the Predatory Blade. There it is. One of my favourite weapons. 108, unmodded 108 damage on a light attack. Predatory. Excellent. Another fragment of power. More her perfected heavy paddings. I don't think I need any more witch powders. I think I've got enough of them. You carry that, please. Oh, he's down to 26 soup already. Oh my god. This is going to be the problem with using this guy. It's going to be a pain to keep him fed. Oh yeah, he's taking a lot of damage, so he's having to heal up. What other food has he got? Hearty stew, bone broth, demon blood sausage, mulled brew, feast of Ymir. Maybe the blood sausage will be better. It'll be certainly, off the top of my head, I can't remember what the demon blood sausage requires to craft. Does anyone else still have thralls using your bed when you have disabled it for thrall use? I've not had that trip. No, once I disable it, I've not seen anybody. So yeah, so back to June. So yeah, it's at the moment they are looking at sort of private servers and stuff like that, but at the moment it's online only. And no, we're going to do the Red Mother for Angelo. Yeah, it's online only, and each server is a PvE server with up to 40 people playing on it. But you can do all that stuff solo. There is no requirement to do anything at all in a group or a multiplayer. End game, when you go to the deep desert, the sort of PvP area, while essentially you can do it solo, you're going to need such big vehicles and such like that you really, it's going to be down to clans. Clans will control the deep desert area, gathering spice for a week at a time before the Coriolis storm comes and wipes the deep desert. But one of the things they've said is that because the build system uses the ghost system, so you can place all your pieces as a ghost. You can craft a base and then save like a blueprint of that base, which you can then sell on the auction house. So if you wanted to, you could just play the game as a builder and just build bases and sell the blueprints of them to other players if you want. Right, I need to put my daggers down there. Alright, let's see how this goes. Come on in, Frost Giant. Frost Giant versus the Red Mother. Watch out for the flame. Oh, out the way. So oh, he's got to do that swipe. I don't have any stacks of Sunder on him, but he's doing 338 damage to him on each hit. And when he does his whirlwind thing, he gets a whole bunch of them. And if I can get my bleed up. Still level 7. Let's see if he gets another level of this. I need to eat. Oh, he's down to 69%, so he's taking a bit of a hammering. But he's still got 5,400 HP left. Right, are we going to get 2 torches in a week? Let's stand back a bit and see what we get. Do I need horns for... I think I probably need horns for sorcery on here. Because I'm doing 2 playthroughs at the same time, I forget which I need. Right, what we're going to get. What are we going to get? That Frost Giant's going to die. No, he's not. Look at that. He's still got 4,900 HP left. No, it's the horn. Effective panning, fragment of power, Grandmaster weapon repair kit, and the horned helmet. I don't like the look of the horn helmet. It's also heavy, 15 weight. It's got decent durability though, 312 armor. Right, give you that and that. No luck. Right, let's get the hatchet out and chop him up. And we didn't get the horns. We're unlucky. We'll keep that meat. We don't need that. We don't need that. We've probably got loads of that. We don't need that. Okay. And is he going to be... He's got 10 food left. Okay. We can basically conclude that he's an okay companion. He's doing okay. But the food is the issue. It's a pain to make all the food that he needs to keep him healed up. So we're probably not going to use him. He's one of the better companions, I have to say. But he's not as good as Brownie, is he? Alright, let's... Did you get another level? Let me see. Nope, you're still at level 7. Oh, he's not far away though. Boom, 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 boom. $247 damage. You got anything nice? Not really. You get anything nice? Not really. Let's get the undead guy out here, and then we'll take him home. Let me see. I've missed a whole bunch of chat here. Epsilon saying, I think it wasn't a corrupted file. After almost a year, I returned to the game and my save just disappeared. Probably Funcom deleted after some update to avoid problems or crashes. I don't think there's been any save game wipes at all in all the different updates and stuff that's been going on. Even blood. Robert, come on. On you. Right, let's get the giant home. But it's no Breath of the Red Mother, sir, just saying. The friendship stick with a blunted fitting. I'm not, Audu's talking about the predatory blade, because it does like 1 damage on heavy attack. So you can't give these to your followers, your friends, because they'll constantly do heavy attacks, which does no damage, which is the predatory element. It does tons of damage on the light attack, but no damage on the heavy attack. So what Audu does is he puts a blunted fitting on it, And then if you want to kill something, you use a light attack and it does loads of damage. If you want to knock something out, it'll do concussive damage, but only doing 1 physical damage per hit. So you can use that as a knockout stick as well, which is very cool. I think it's demon blood in the campfire. If you only demon blood in the campfire. Pork and demon blood, says Sheriff. Right, have you got anything on you? No, get off. Get off. There we go. Right, have you got anything on you? No. Right, you can stay here. You've got a bunch of stuff on you. Can you come through this small door and downstairs, please? Of course you can. Right, over here. There's a lot of moonwalking. Right, we'll put the paddings, and he's out of food as well, completely out of food. Right, we've got tons of perfected paddings now. We'll chuck this in here. Do we already have one? We don't. Chuck it in our cool box. Let's dump you here. What else have you got? You've got... There is demon blood in there. Let's have a look in here. No recipe in there. I'm going to have to investigate blood sausage to see whether I need to, is that a cooking recipe? Do I have to get that from there? Oh, we've scrolled off the screen. 1 second. We've scrolled off. X says he's got plenty of those blades. You've farmed the bosses done Name City. Yeah, I end up trying to get a whole bunch of them as well. Angelo Bamba says, I've decided to call Thrall taking aggressive surprise employee interviews. Okay. 40 people, official servers is pretty low. So there's many servers, Bulwark, that are 40 people each. There's like stacks and stacks of these initial servers that have a maximum of 40 people each. And then when you go to the community zones like the cities or the deep desert, they are hundreds of people in there. So each person can pick a beginner area that are 40 people each, but there's loads of them. And it'll be the old thing that if you team up with somebody who's on a different server, you'll get teleported to their server and all that kind of stuff. Rio says, from where you get continuous in playing this game, I've already moved to another game. Fair enough, Rio, if it's not for you. I love it, as do pretty much everybody who's here. We love this game, so if you don't love it, that's okay. That's not a problem. People can like different stuff. Guznak says, if you don't mind micromanaging your thrall, just give him other food and switch to food buffs just before he levels. Yeah, that's a pain in the butt, because then you're never really sure when he's actually going to level. And then, but yeah. Just remember watching your Friday video and didn't comment. Ah, okay, not a problem, Bulwark, not a problem. Rio says, not going very well. What was not going very well? Fighting the Red Mother? The Red Mother's dead. We are not. That went well. What will she drop, says Game Labs? Yes. Throwing knives, says Grishnak. Farmed the Red Mother like 8 times yesterday trying to get the torch to drop and never got it. That sounds familiar, Beck. That sounds familiar. But yet, on the Sipta series, was that this Friday's video? First time we fought the Red Mother, dropped the torch. That's one less available to Angelo. Bulwark says, next you have to try the Queen Sand Reaper. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a pain to get. Yes. Queen Sand Reapers. Probably the easiest way to get them is to get those grubs from the Dagon dungeon. You get a whole bunch of grubs from there. And then try your luck to see if you get the Queen. David says, not had a chance to do the dregs on this new playthrough yet. Is it still buggy? As far as I know, the audio is still bugged in the dregs at the moment. I believe there's a patch due to come out in April. I'm sure they said that should fix that problem again. The Red Mother is a fun fight, isn't she? Pinky Rose, good morning. Good to see you. I see they broke the coup de grace with the last fix. Oh, did they? I've not heard that one before. Pinky says, I got the Red Mother torch first drop on a new PvE playthrough. Congratulations. I think you should call the giant Pinky. Pinky in the brain. Epsilon says, I'm glad to know that Funcom doesn't delete our saves from the servers. I thought it was possible to encourage people to pay for server allocations, so it was probably another problem that happened. No, the official servers are completely free. Obviously, you can pay to have your own servers. You can have your own private servers, if you so wish. Call the giant bully. Survivors, I'm watching this and GG stream, plus uploading my nomadic videos, loads of Excel. Hello Sesame, another nomadic video. Excellent, excellent. Angelo's never had that problem. Right, you can stand guard here again. Did I take everything out of your inventory? Yes. You can follow me. Let's get you buffed up. Come in here and we'll get you some buffs. So we're going to get you a Grey Lotus potion. One will do. I need to chuck some stuff in here, that and there, that and there. We'll stick more meat in there. Let's top up my meat. Get some fish. And a piece of honey. Put the honey in there. Put the fish in there. And get the Grey Lotus potion in there. Oh, and salted. I never give that to the Frost Giant, did I? I missed one of these buffs. I didn't salt my pork my giant? No, that doesn't sound right. Chuck that in there. Let's chuck that in there. That in there. Throw that in here. My God. Inventory management. Put that in there. And put... Chuck that away. Right, I'm going to make some... Do I not have any? I don't have any. I'm going to make 3 of them. It seems blood sausages are made in kilns, campfires and bonfires. Really? Coup no longer kills non-named thralls. Ah, okay. Rio says, I've watched so much about this from watching your tutorials. Will you do the same for Dune Awakening? That's the plan. That is the plan. Penalty is really buggy, but it can still work. Marianne Drinkwater. My grandkids introduced me to this game and I absolutely love building on here and I'm absolutely horrible at fighting. If you're absolutely horrible at fighting, get yourself a good follower and let them do the work. But do an authority build, like me. Attributes, full authority build, and then either choose well trained to give your follower plus 20 to all stats, or war party to have 2 followers following you, and let them give them the best armor you can, the best weapons you can, let them do the fighting for you. In this playthrough, we're having a play about by using pets. We're testing different pets, and at the moment, this is my favourite pet at the moment. Let me see. Blood sausages. Okay, but then demon blood sausages is from a recipe. Ah, and in the stove. So I don't have that recipe yet then. We'll have to find out what that recipe is and then we'll have to go and get it one day. Which of the specialist cooking recipes it is. If you're not on an official server, you have to go on often as there is a decay timer, indeed. At a great base, and I didn't get on there for nearly 2 weeks as it was on. I was on holiday, came back and my entire base was gone. That is a problem with decay. I had the same issue last summer when I went to Germany for the Euros. I came back from Germany and went onto my own server to find my base was gone. All gone. And my thralls too. So I have now increased the decay timer and thrall timer on I think it's now 30 days. It's there for when people play the game and then stop playing the game. You don't want their bases to be hanging around forever. So you would have a decay, so if they don't play, the base will eventually get wiped out. And then it frees it up for other people to build there. I'm going to need a little bit more spicy food. Let's make a little bit more spicy food. So on today's episode of Cooking with Anger, we're going to make spice haunch. And for that, we're going to use exotic flesh and spice. And spice is ground from plant fibre, not from stone. Let's cook that up. Epsilon says, Anger, been watching your videos for a year now. Me and my PvE teammate learned with you. I just shared your videos with them and everyone liked. Thank you so much. Thank you. David says, if you're on... we've read that one. Just cook blood, says Audu. Cooked blood will be for blood sausage, Audu, is it? Elite Farmer, so are you going to stop Conan streams and videos with June coming out? I will be doing both games. I have no intention of stopping Conan at all. As long as Conan keeps going, and especially if they keep putting updates out for it, we're going to keep playing it. Right. Oh, no. Something else I'm going to take with me is a dismantling bench, which needs 150 brick and 100 insulated wood. And brick is in this one. Okay, let's head north. Camp on the shore of the lake under the north. Cooking 5. Camp on the shore. So that's that camp up just here. That camp right there. That's where that recipe is. Okay. We will get that one day. I don't think we'll get it today. No, let's not get it today. Let's go back to the Mounds of the Dead and get ourselves some star metal. We've been level 60 for ages now and we need to get upgraded to star metal. Hobo says decay time for June Awakening is 21 days. Thankfully, as long as your base shields are powered, you're good. Yes. Is it 21 days? Is that the maximum you can power your base for? But basically, you will have like a power generator that powers a shield that protects your base from the sandstorm. And as long as you've got power in your shields and continues to do the protection, your base will be fine. If you unpower it, if it runs out of power, the sandstorms will start just destroying your base and eventually wipe your base out. And that's how the decay system is going to work in in Dune Awakening. Are you sure about the stone? You should check one more time. You might get spice this time. If you grind up stone on Arrakis, you'll get spice. Throat feel dry. Well, that's handy. So I spoke earlier about my next build video that I'm planning on making, and the idea I'm having is my base will be based in this location. The next build video I do is going to be based in this location. I just have an awful lot of work to do. I've got an idea in my head of how the base will work. I now have to actually see if the base will work in practical terms, and see if it's actually possible. Let's see. Let's see. Excellent. So that is true. Impressive. So you're just 2 weeks after, and your base was gone. Funcom could at least let us know. They do let us know. That is the standard settings for decay on a server. What they do is during the summer months they increase that because they understand that people will be on holiday. And then once holidays season is finished, they put it back to standard settings again. If you're in a clan, I think your clan mates can refresh that timer for you, I believe. But on private servers, the decay can be set to whatever you want. So I've set it to 30 days on my servers. After I lost everything. Camp the Demon Blood. Recipe is called Trapper's Cabin. That's the one. Yep. Let's see. David said, I was annoyed at first, but then I ended up building a bigger and better base somewhere else. That is the thing. It gives you another... I like your attitude. It gives you the option to make an improved version. I did the same thing. Because I'd lost everything. I had my... most of you have probably seen my pirate ship base that was down at Noob River. I lost that, and I lost my Stormglass base that was up in outside Sepamaru. So I took the opportunity to just build a bigger and better one. They said 21 days on the live stream. Okay, so the maximum amount of power you can put into your generator gives you 21 days, which is that's a good time. That's better than Conan's 14. Right, boop, down. Right, a couple of whites here. Let's go. Let's see if we can get Brownie to level 20. Not the best place for leveling, but we'll... Oh, wrong button! Wrong button! Oh, V, there we go. Oh, me. Bang. Sheriff says, I made a base there over the lake once. It works. Ah, maybe it's not over the lake that I'm wanting to do, though. Another one over here. Pinky's asking, is the ancient rhino horn and eyes of the innocents broken? It is, yes. You cannot get the ancient rhino horn. It's not dropping off of the king rhinos, and the eyes of the innocent is not dropping off the baby animals. And I can't remember, somebody put it in the Discord, and I hadn't heard that. That was not a bug that I'd heard of from the last patch. So I went in and I went and killed baby hyenas, baby what they called, the deer things. I killed baby panthers, baby crocodiles. I killed baby rhinos, and it wasn't dropping off of anything. So that is bugged, and it apparently has been confirmed on the forums and will be fixed in the next patch. Unfortunately, if you're stuck at that section of the Lu Fei quest chain, you can't complete it at the moment unless you've got unless you've got admin access and can spawn them in. Braga the Bold. Let's go and kill a few more whites. Good XP. Gamer says, really cool base feature in Dune is ability to abandon a base. Basically, click a button and the base is consumed by the desert. No need to dismantle an old base manually. Also, build it in the open sand and the worms will dismantle it for you. Should I gather? No, I'm not going to make bone broth. Not. Hello, Mr. White. Is your name Walter? 6 badges. Doing nomad training has helped me to leave bases and other worldly possessions. Oh, 6 badges has been converted. He's been converted. Works 700 damage, was it? I wasn't watching. Does a ton of damage. What's his HP? Almost 9,000 HP. Loads of armor. 1600 armor? 1,546 armor and loads of damage. Anger, was that your base by the dregs? I've never had a base by the dregs before. Is that all the whites around here? Yes, I think it is. White is 1 letter off from weight. I'm a bard at heart. There's some more. Yep. So without Sunder, that was 4 or 5 hits at 200 and something. I hit at 460, another at 460. Awesome. Right, you, let me get some stacks of Sunder on you and see what he does then. Come here. Right, that's 3 stacks of Sunder. 479. And yeah. Come on, let me see him. No, nothing I want. Roar. Take him down. Oh, nice healing stuff. Let's take that. Missed me. Don't want any of that. Don't want any of that. Right, Berserker, can I have your weapons, please? What have you got? You've got a one-handed axe, that'll do. Can you blueprint a base on Dune? Yes, you can. So that was one of the things they've said, is you could become a builder and just build bases and sell the blueprints on the auction house and make money doing that. Right. Let's take that, we'll break that down. More Ardens. I'm not bothered with the Spectre coating at the moment. You can carry that. Says me, did you see that? The white must have a bag of holding. He had a whole elk in his pocket. Yes. I'm not sure what you mean by the base and the dregs, Zereth. I've never had a base at the dregs. Online, this location here next to the Sentinels, that's the island I've built there. I've built a base just here, just above the Croc Boss, and a base. I built a base along here on the first live stream Exiled Lands series. I built a base along here that didn't have a building. It just had a little 1x1 box for sandstorm protection. The rest was all open. And then all the other big bases have been one up here, over a couple of bases over here, my pyramid over beside Sepa Maru, and that other twin tower one was up there as well. Take a drink, take a food. Let me see. Desme says, 6 badges, you made this old nomad proud. Just make sure you're not in the base at the time of being consumed by the sandworm. 100%, yes. The trick is, don't build a base on the open sand, because the worm will eat it. Alright, let's go over to my favourite little location here and build a little... Need a little bit of wood and a little bit of stone just to put my... I used to build full Wheels of Friendship up here and then knock out these Cimmerians, tame them and steal their weapons, dismantle it for star metal bars. Oh look! I've got a bedroll here. So 5F building pieces, sandstone. So that'll probably do. A crafting station, general, improved dismantling bench. Dunk. And then give me my daggers back. And we will drop that in there and get 12 star metal bars and a weapon handle. Don't need any more of that, don't need any more of that. Or that. Okay. Can't complete that quest on an official PvE server. Nope, that would be true. But they did say the next hotfix would be in April, and obviously we're on the 13th of April now. Marianne says, I found a server that is set where you can build with little support so that you don't need foundation or pillars everywhere. So much prettier than Ark. So Ark has got a really cool cheaty feature that if you've put foundations like low down on the ground, you can build things that up in the air that will float above the foundations and won't need support. Because in Ark you need support every 2 foundations. If you put a whole big flat base of foundations, anything above it doesn't actually have to be connected and it'll float above there. It's a bit weird and cheaty, but it allows you to do some pretty cool things. Gareth, on your server I went to the dregs and a base despawned when I got close. Ah, okay, so that must have been somebody else's, Zereth, not mine. I see what you mean now. Before we all leave, can we smash that like button gently, says Kathy. Thank you. First person shooter, boy, you're going to harry that white. David says he's going to be a trader. This time next year, he'll be a millionaire, Rodney. You know, I just had to thank you message from Anna. I just had a thank you message from Anna Borrelia, 8,000 hours of Conan Exiles, thanking me for letting him know about the flame in the east on Sipta. I can't be the only one who knew about it, can I? You might well be. You might well be. There's me saying Anger's Castle, classic. The castle was on DM Wyvern server. That was good fun. That was good. That was also really good because Helga did all the gathering for me, and I just had to log in of an evening and go building with the pieces that she got for me. Oh, fatality, just arrows. There's the Sumerian feast that we're talking about before. Let me see. Okay, that's not Leonil up on the cliff. Let's see if we can pull her out. Come out here, bear. Like, the last time we were here on stream, we was here with the Katian Sabertooth, but we didn't have the well-trained perk, and we were really struggling. But we're doing an awful lot better with well-trained and our better than the average bear. What are you up to now? 3,600? No, 360,000, isn't it? Alright, get that one. Sesame says, I'm going to enjoy Dune Awakening from your playthrough. I may never play it, but I will keep watching your content. Still got to check out the No Man's Sky stuff you put out. Okay. Die, outsider. Come on, where's your star metal weapons? There's 3 of them there. Where's the third one? One. Nothing exciting. You should have a star metal weapon. Nerdburn's back, hello. How to gaming Space Nomad, yeah, Space Nomad in No Man's Sky. Leave everyone's favourites. Yeah, I had a check on the hill. It's a dude. Alright, we'll take your coin, your satchel. Don't want the rest of the stuff. What? Just arrows? Cheapskate. Eat, interact, we've got that already. Okay, onward. Does hitting the like button on 2 different things go towards the count I'm watching from my phone and Xbox? That's how much I enjoy your streams. I honestly don't know. I don't know if it's 1 per person or 1 per video. I'm not sure. But thank you anyway. Right, can I have your sword, please? What? They're all being rather stingy with their star metal weapons today. Audio gaming, sod it, why not? Little Cess in charge. Oh, so Trip's saying, Sesame, perhaps a No Man's Sky nomadic playthrough. I think it would be rather difficult to play No Man's Sky without a base. Unless you're classing, if you're not classing a ship like a freighter as a base. Just have your ship in your storage and that's it. There we go, there's a sword. Give me that. Thank you, Rose. Looking forward to the next patch and the next live stream. Got up early, extra for this one. Have a good day, night, anger, chat. Thank you, Pinky Rose, and have a great day over there in Australia. A great week, in fact. David says, I always used to go for War Party, but since I changed to Well Trained, it's a lot better. I used to always go for War Party too, and it was actually when we were doing the testing on the Cannibal Brutes, when they became a thing, I changed to a well-trained for the Cannibal Brute, just to give it as much HP as I could, and absolutely loved it. And I've kind of stick that way. Right, that Wanderer can be Delincia. This is not Delincia. You are a fighter 3. You must die. Oh. You just dropped down to do a press up. Right, can I have that hammer? Nope. Demon Blood Sausage. He dropped Demon Blood Sausage. Let's take it. These gloves. Steady Pinky. Yep. Bulwark says, I think it's the same account. Counts as one. Ah, fair enough. Not a problem. Thank you for that one anyway. Sheriff says, have you tried follower damage while using food and elixir on yourself? I think you can loot Hearty Feast here. Is that the buffs that give your follower an extra... What's that? Who said that? Oh! Another fighter 3. I haven't. I have used armour in the past that gives follower damage and concussion. Let's go up this way. It's a dangerous place to stand about whilst looking at chat. Let's see. At least the Berserkers are guaranteed to drop 4+ items. Guess those spacesuits aren't revealing flattering enough, says Audi. Neither of those two. They've both got shields, so neither of them are Delincias. Oh, we pulled them both. But these were the best guys for knocking out, because they had the maces and shields. So you used to get, you tamed them and you could get their mace and shield off them and get double the items. Because I don't think they drop double items. Oh, I actually knocked him out of the way of the bear. Right. Nope. So gold and arrows. Healing. Arrows. Oh, they're being really stingy with their drops today. Coins. Could we get a meteor storm instead, please? Beck says he's tried No Man's Sky, just couldn't get into it. Not a problem. I didn't think I was going to get into it at all when I first watched it. After the Worlds update and I watched a couple of videos, I went and bought it, tried it, and absolutely love it. But, like we said before, not everything is for everyone. Audi says, Bulwark, think we're on the same level. Makes me wish I had 3 hands. Arty Feast is +10 damage, he thinks, Gruznak. Bulwark says, I have the same account on phone and laptop, so I know it counts as one, but YouTube and console, I don't know. If it's the same account, then one. Yeah, that makes sense. If you use the same account, then it'll count as one. Like. Right, can I have that mace, please? Yaka Rob says that console and iPhone counts as one as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Thinks arrows are outside a sale, says Robert. Yeah, they're really good arrows, the hardened steel arrows, and you get loads of them for free up here. I think everybody has arrows on them, even though they haven't got a bow. Right. Is there not normally somebody wandering about up there? here and get the people at the gate. Get that guy. Yanni Panker has arrived. Good to see you. Zereth is farming the same location right now. Oh, maybe we'll bump into each other.
No closer.
But Pippi has a feature to trigger meteor shower. Ah, but that's cheating. That's cheating. But normally I'll find that I'll come up here and I'll do like a couple of laps of the mounds, and I'll farm a bunch of star metal weapons from that, which is normally like enough to give me a whole bunch of star metal, especially with improved dismantling bench. And it can be that if you are up here, there's another one. You're in the zone, so you can be in the zone that a meteor shower will trigger. But if it doesn't, it's not a big deal because you'll have plenty. Right, are you coming? She is coming. With her two-handed battle axe. It's a fighter 3. Oh, I was just about to say, is nobody else coming? Boom! Only 2 of them came out. And neither of them have weapons on them. Ooh. Right. Bearer 3. Fighter 2. Was that shield? No. Nah, nah. Oh, we'll take the gloves. We'll take the gloves. Bearer 3, we'll take his supply pack because that can have nice stuff on it. Alright, give you heavy stuff. What's that weigh? 3, 8. There we go. Is that everybody in here? Pippi and a good cameraman is going to help me no end. As I would do. Do you know any good cameraman? I do. Nudge nudge, wink wink. Right, I think that's the full loop done of this area. Oh. Follower is taking damage from... Oh, somebody must have just been wandering about. And they still don't have any weapons. Anybody in here? Oh, there is, yeah. Mm, 10-hour shift yesterday. Nightmare, Yanni. Relax time, yes indeed. Now a bit of relaxing, then shower and sleep. Yes, that sounds good. Bet got a bountiful treasure chest from New Azagarth. Nice. Nope. Right, so we're going this way. That is the full loop, so we go back down the steps. And carry on round this circle. And up to the circle of chaos. Right, nobody coming over the bridge to come behind us. Right, let's see how we get in here with the... Right, go and get him. Right, are you a Delincia or... No, she's the jailer. So, Delincia can spawn here, so you have to be careful. Because they use the same character model. Take that. Right, boots. We'll take that. You're a bear of 3. We'll take that. Okay, bear, you have to move. No, you really have to move. Robert in the way now. I hear someone speaking. Oh, I forgot I had the horse. We can give you stuff as well. Of that. And don't want that. Who is speaking? Is it just the person in the cage? I'm not interested. Thank you very much for your service. Ah, there's a sword. More jailer keys. And another set of boots. Onwards we go. Look in the chest, Anger. Plenty of times they hold star metal tools. Ah, of course. I've kind of been missing out on the chests. Yanni saying 20 hours work in 2 days. Easy peasy. No thank you. No thank you. Although I do actually have to do a little bit of work when I finish the stream tonight. I do some server stuff that is in a quiet period, and a Sunday evening is the quietest period. Helmet. Nope. Yanni says catering stuff, so you never know when your shift will be over. Blue Starseed, Delincia, my love. That cage usually has a bartender. Oh, I thought that was Delincia, but it's another jailer. I didn't realise. Oh, there's a cage in here. I didn't realise there was a cage in here.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
But I will have your star metal short sword and your boots. And there's no one in the cage. Chest. Nope. Book. Alchemical decor. Robert, carry this for me. The helmet and the boots. 2 cages at the Mound and 1 at Stargazers. How do you bought a talking centipede for £500? I got it home and it says, you fancy going for a pint? It said nothing. I bought a talking centipede for £500. I got it home and said, you fancy going for a pint? It said nothing. Oh! Oh! Look! Look, 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 look! It has happened. It has triggered. Right. Now, this can be a Delincia in here. It's not this time. We now have some star metal nodes we can go and harvest. Give me that. Taxidermy Yeti. Take that. Was that you that said that? This one's a pain in the bum because it'll fall into the water. Let's just leave it to fall into the water. And then we have a chest here. It's got hardened steel weapon in it. We'll take the gold coin. Screw it, let's go. Let's go hunting for star metal nodes. Oh, is this Stargazers up here? It is, yes. Okay. Oh, there's a... Oh, I hate this one. The darkness. Take that one down. Take this one down. Nice that there's thunder and lightning actually bringing some light to it. Alright, take that one down. Blue Starseed says, my base is at Stargazer's Crest, great place with lots of ironstone, wood, charcoal, black ice, a cage with a named... So this is where Sesame's base was on the server that we played together. But because of that, because he was here, there was always star metal meteor showers happening all the time, so he had more star metal that it could be done with and would give it to everybody on the server. Right. It is them all, isn't it? We've got them all. Here we go. So dark. There we go. Winch hut complete. Good old Stargazer's Crest, says Sesame. Star Metal Heaven. What is the darkness? So that is just a random event that happens on some occasions. You get different events at different locations. Morian Thief Hood. Dragon Powder, we'll take that. Serpent Man Skinny Knife. No, not interested. You guys have anything interesting? What is that? No. We'll take the coins. More demon blood sausage. Okay, we're definitely looking at their corpses now. This guy, jaunty angle. What is going on there? And I can't loot his corpse. Awesome. Any more? That looks like them all. Who are you? You look like a dancer. Pork, exquisite meat, arrows, yes. Okay, cool. Andy Rainey, losing my jeans, says he keeps opening cages and finding barkeeps. Yeah, barkeeps are quite common in a lot of the cages. Some of the cages, that's all they do. Did I take those orbs with me? Oh, yeah, yes, I did. Phew. I had a flashback there that I'd left the orbs in the bench. Right, demon fire orb at that smouldering meteor, and it breaks it open. Our biggest problem is going to be inventory space. Keeping up, okay. Torch needed. Yeah, sorry, that was all a bit dark for everybody, wasn't it? Let's see. Unfortunately, I wasn't reading chat during the battle. So I've got 5 stacks here. Right, let's open this one. So for those that don't know, they've got a protective casing over them. You need one of these Dragonfire orbs or an explosive arrow to crack open the case. Once you've cracked open the case, you need a hardened steel pick or higher to be able to harvest the node, and then you get a load of star metal ore. In fact, let's go dismantle some stuff so we can carry and then see if we can get another one. Let's go back to our dismantling bench. I remember when cracking open star metal was way more difficult. So there used to be an issue that the demon fire orbs weren't that accurate. So what we used to do, or what I used to do, was use an oil orb and you would chuck an oil orb which would cover the area in oil, and then you could throw an explosive then, and then the whole area would go up. Right, so let's drop off these star metal weapons in here. Chuck that away. There's another one. Okay, so we got 72 bars now. Let's see what you've got. Let's take all this armor. And chuck it in here and dismantle it. And we get hardened steel bars but hardened leather, which is handy. Get them all. And what have you got? That was really good timing. Okay, right. Let's go hunting for another node, and then we'll have plenty of... So we're looking for those smoking... a lot of the stone rocks here are black. So we're looking for black rocks that are smoking. Any more? Any more? Don't see any there. There's one. There's one. Up here. It was an accuracy thing. I thought it just took a lot to crap him over. No. It just was, it was a bit dodgy with the hitbox with the orbs. And the way to make the hitbox bigger was to cover them in oil. And then you would have a big patch of oil on the ground that would then cause them to explode. But the throwing of orbs seems to be a bit more accurate these days and seems to work a bit better. Should have picked up the bearer helm, it would have let you carry a lot more. That's true, that is true. Right, so I need another orb. That's not an orb. That's an orb. Break it open, revealing the star metal, and then we can harvest it. At least the smoke again, making them easier to find. Yes, they reduced the amount of smoke that they had, so it used to be really difficult to see them. You will get more star metal bars by dismantling Sumerian weapons and armor. Well, that's what we've been doing, but they haven't been dropping a lot. So what did we get? 70 something star metal bars, whereas we've got hundreds and hundreds of star metal ore nodes now. So the question is, can we carry it all? Got another 400 in there. That brought me down to under. There we go. Sorted. Right. That is enough. Launch yourself over there. We're feeling thirsty. Drink. Let's eat. And we just need to get ourselves home now. Look at all the coal and iron around here. This is a really bountiful area. Smoking hot balls is bulwark. Indeed. Robert, come here. Robert, come here. There we go. I've got Robert on a really high follow distance so he doesn't get stuck in doors and stuff like that, and when we're fighting he stays at the back. Right, so now we just need to get ourselves home, and then we need to start smelting those star metal bars. Or star metal ore into star metal. Oh no. No, we need to go and pick up that star metal bars from the dismantling bench. Let's go get that first. Each meteorite is worth at least a dozen dismantling, says Jim. Well, yeah, so I do have 2 times gathering on it. That is true. Well, cleaning and looting Sumerian camps gives you a lot of healing potions, food, weapons, and armor and more. It sure does. That's basically what the Mounds of the Dead is, the biggest Sumerian camp. That's exactly what we were doing. And as I was saying before, you can. The meteor storms will only happen if you're in the area, so they won't be just lying about waiting for you. You have to be in the area for them to spawn in. So by doing the Mounds of the Dead, that'll make you in the area. Yeah, so I've got enough of that. Let's take that, the weapon handles, and the hardened leather. Oh, I'm now over encumbered again. Oh, you're not carrying anything. So you can carry it. That. There we go. Problem solved. Yeah, you have to be in the area. So if you're here fighting these people, you'll get stuff from them that you can dismantle. But because you're in the area, it means you've got a chance that that meteor storm may actually kick in. You can get more than enough by... Well, normally you can. Like I was saying, you get a... We had a reduced drop rate of star metal weapons today. I don't know if that's changed since a patch. But being in the area allows that meteor storms to spawn in, which is... Down you go. Wow, a full set of armour, healing but no weapon. Damn it. Can we carry this armour? I think we can. I think we can. There we go. Right, let's get home. Let's get out of this horrible rainy dreariness. As I say, Sesame Arc is my favourite game to nomad on, especially with a proto base or a Bronto base. Your next follower needs to have my name. Always late to the party. Hey, you're not late to the party, you're just working. Right, up through the little valley. That's 2 minutes to 10. Our 2 hours are up once again. Have you got a level? Nope, you're still level 19. How close are you to a level? Halfway there. Halfway there. So next week we have to, I guess we'll go into the unnamed city where you get more XP, and we'll have to get Brownie to level 20. Bronto base seems good. The Bronto base is cool, but really slow. The Brontos are so slow to walk about places. Arcane Hawn, I've watched all your beginner's guide. Thanks for the playlist. You're very welcome. And welcome to the stream. Bourbon 86, but maybe it's just bad luck. Feels like it's changed since the patch. Feel like I'm getting less on my runs also, but maybe it is just bad luck. Could be, could be. And also there was nothing in the patch notes about that being changed, but they quite often change stuff without putting it in the patch notes, which is one of my bugbears. How can you beat the island with one dino? I doubt you can. If beating the island means doing all the bosses, you are not going to be able to do all the bosses with one dino. Oh, Tigger's coming after us. Take it out. There we go. There we go. Right, let's get home. Kathian, Anger and chat, have a great week. Please stay safe and look forward to seeing you on Friday at 7 PM on Game Lab stream, and then at Sunday at 9 with Anger. Thanks, Kathian. Great to see you again. Take it easy. How do you say? The rainy dreariness looks like good old British weather to me. Yeah, so that's why we need to get out of it. Into the warm desert. Oh, went the wrong way. It went into the rhino bit. But that's after 10 o'clock, so I think we'll call it a day here. I'll get myself back to base and get unloaded. I'll try and remember and get unloaded. So yeah, thanks once again to all you lovely people for joining us on stream and chatting away. It's always been great to see all you guys and have you all chatting. I keep saying the best community on the internet. Thanks for all the subs. Thank you very much again, Trip, for the donation. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. But yeah, you all have a great what's left of your weekend. Have a great week going forward, and I'll see you back here. Oh, I'll see you on Game Lab's stream on Friday, and then I'll see you back here next Sunday for some more fun and games. Okay? Don't forget to unpack the horses, Kathy. Yeah, I'll try my best. Thanks all. Good night.